Alright, how about another rambling review, this time of the V1.1 at sundown. I absolutely love this fidget. I think it's the, if I could only just have absolutely one of spinners, sliders, trackless, tracked, haptic coins, all the things, it would be this. It's a slider. It kind of has some rotational spin motions. It's a clicker. Something that's not talked about as much. And it has 4 different tones depending on the position you have it in and where you click it. So that's something cool. I've used the ever-living shit out of this thing. Maybe you can see the black starts to turn a little bit orange, especially on the ring here, because that's all that makes contact. And in the highest pressure and wear areas of the wave on this side. Still slides absolutely great. It's even a little, right there, little scratch that happened one day. Doesn't seem to bother it. I can't ever feel it. There was one time where it would squeak on me when I was doing the rotations. Hasn't done that anymore. It just went away. I cleaned it and it's been fine ever since. I mean, it's been tons and tons of hours since that happened. Man, look at that happen. It's just me holding it at this weird camera angle. Not a normal thing, I promise. I don't know. I use it a lot. I keep it in a leather slip right next to the V3. I don't want to get it out with one hand. It's kind of tough. I've done it before, but it's risky. It just, I don't know. I love it. This motion right here is the one I usually just end up doing because it has become mindless. You got 2 rotations, you can throw it all the way down, throw it up, get a nice little click. And that rotation over is nice too, because there's a double magnet kind of pop and force going over. So yeah, I mean, that's awesome. And then you can kind of do some like freeform stuff. And it just feels really neat because the magnets and how they're arranged really help it snap into the next position without much effort. There's not a lot of sliders that do that. A lot of them, you got to help them all along the way, or they need a big motion to snap into the next position. Not this one. It's just like right on the edge of each position, just needs a little more and it snaps right to it. And there's a great haptic, rotational, centrifugal force kind of feeling that you get to feel when it does that and you have it with a light touch. Something else I want to mention, this is not just a thumb fidget. Surely you've noticed by now, I'm using my whole hand and all my fingers. This has just happened with practice, and I don't know, it just kind of happened. I didn't like work on this intentionally. It just happened with using this thing for hours and hours and hours. And I say I use it a lot, like guys, I got this thing in June. It is now the beginning of November. I mean, I've probably used it on average at least an hour a day, if not more than 2 on average. So sometimes way more. The only time I would drop below that is just the days that I don't like pick up any fidgets for some reason, which is very rare. I've been rough on it. I slam it, like slam the post into the ends of the track all the time. It just takes it. It doesn't matter. So it really grows on you, I guess. Like whenever you first get like these sliders, the tendency is just to hold it and use your thumb. And like it is actually really hard to do with just your thumb. But then when you learn to use your fingers on the bottom plate to kind of hold it and manipulate it around, and hold it in place and use the edges to twist the magnets apart from each other. I think that's the action in much simpler words than what I've been saying. When you twist the magnets apart, they twist back together to the next position. And it just feels amazing. So that's, I think, what I'm always trying to do with this fidget is I'm spinning it in one way or another to break the magnet, you know, pull and attract it to the next one. That's a pretty fun move too. I don't know what I would call it, but yep. 5 minutes. I think that's pretty good. I'm gonna head inside. Maybe watch the rest of this go down all the way. Got a thumbnail here, maybe. Cool clouds. All right, peace.